Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Brickanista Broadcast Network. Hello, Glenn, and hello, Brick Jedi. Welcome back, and today's Thursday, and it's an episode of Thrifty Thursday. Take two. They're small. Yeah, I think one of the things that I've actually embraced is the fact that I am not a professional. So if I make a mistake like this, I just said, I can edit this later. It's not a big deal. But welcome. Good to have you here. And I wanted to just check on the music. It sounds loud to me, but then again, right now we're going through a heat wave in Seattle. So for those of you who are new to the Brickanista Broadcast Network, I'm Naomi, the Brickanista. I've been streaming for almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years in September. I started on Twitch, and then I've been doing more content on YouTube because it seems to fit my style a little bit better. But I still stream on Twitch once a week on Sunday, so I do have larger, or I should say longer builds that I do on that show. And I do mocks as well. But today is Thursday, and on YouTube, and it's called Thrifty Thursday because I focus on sets that are $20 or less US. And I've noticed that with the announcement from Lego that we are going to be experiencing some increases in prices, that I have decided to add a segment to Thrifty Thursday. So the decision, I've been toying with this a little bit. Should I raise the base price of Thrifty Thursday from $20 US to say $25 US, which would expand the field? But I thought about it more, and it was, what's important about Thrifty Thursday is that it's accessible to as many people. And that's why I started this segment. So instead, I'm putting in this called Found on Sale. So in other words, these sets are likely retail a little bit more, but I was able to find them on sale for less than $20. So I just wanted to give you the heads up that today is the first of those segments, the Found on Sale segments. And as I was talking about going through a heat wave right now, I must be delusional because I had a set. I had bought 2 sets last week that were friend sets, and I can't find the other friend set. So last week we did the recycling truck, which is $19.99 US, and I had another set, another friend set that I was going to do, and I think it was the pet play area, something like that. But I couldn't find it. But then I said, but wait, I did buy that Raya set, and I bought this set for $17.99, so it counts. And I believe the retail for Raya and the Sisu Dragon was, I think, $29.99 at the time. So this is the set. My green screen might not show it well. Oh, it is. Look at that. Okay, so this is the set that we're going to be building today. For $17.99, I got it through Target, and this was several months ago, so you won't be able to get it now. But as I mentioned, I had another set all planned for today, but because of the heat wave, I've been moving things around. My dog had a little bit of heat stress the other day, and I did take her to the emergency room, and they said she was fine. But I'm going to blame it on the heat wave. But I did get an air conditioner, so I'm so excited. I got the air conditioner yesterday, and I set it up, and it has made my life so much better. I can't tell you that how spoiled I feel to have an air conditioner now, but it's been over 90 for the last 2 days. It's expected to be in the 90s all the way till Saturday. So anyway, I'm going to blame it on the heat. I'm delusional from the heat. And I just wanted to thank everybody who's been sending nice regards as far as, are you doing okay with the heat wave and everything? And I want to send prayers and blessings to the people in Kentucky and other places who have been experiencing flooding. I think one of the things I've learned over the years is that you don't mess with Mother Nature. I've been through hurricanes when I was in North Carolina. I've been through earthquakes because I lived in California for a long time. I've been through fires when I lived in California, and I am just very blessed to be here in Seattle, and I'll take the rain and the heat wave if I have to. So, Brick Jedi and Glenn, can you tell me, is the music too loud? Should I turn the music down, or is it okay? Before I switch over to my down camera, this would be a good time for me to adjust it. Johnny G, where have you been? Do you not worry about losing Legos building in the woods? This is one of my favorite places. This is Snoqualmie Falls, which is the filming area for Twin Peaks. It's about a 45-minute drive from where I live. So yeah, I wish I was outdoors. In other words, it's so freaking hot here that being near this fall would be amazing. But I'm glad you're here, Johnny G. Good to have you here. It's going to be 104 for you. Oh, Brick Jedi. Oh, man. The music is good. Okay. Because right now the music sounds loud to me, but it might be because I had to turn it up because the air conditioner is loud. So I'm like compensating. But thank you. Thank you for letting me know. So yeah, so let me show you this set. So this is the set that I'm going to be working on. This one is a 6+ set. So it will likely have maybe some stickers, but I think some of these are pre-printed. This little arched window looks very, very cool. 216 pieces, so it's a really good deal. And like I said, I got it for $17.99 when it was on sale at Target. Target's one of my favorite places to shop. And I want to do a shout out to Have Studs Will Travel because he's the one who clued me in on this. And when things go on sale for Lego on Target, often they're very quick, like maybe a week. So if you're trying to find this, you might have to check the website often just to see when things are happening. So the other cool thing is that this is, let me zoom in on this. This is part of a set where this is 43184 that we're going to be working on today, which is Sisu the Dragon. And if you add 43181, then you get this whole ensemble piece. And if you have had a chance to take a look at some Instagram posts, there was one recently where they combined this globe with Sisu the Dragon because the color palette all matches. And they made a teapot out of it, which was so super cool and innovative and a good use of parts. So I just wanted to mention, we don't have this globe, but you can see that it looks pre-printed, which is awesome because you don't want to have to put stickers on a circular or a globe type of item. The other thing that it looks like this set is going to have is this waterfall piece, and I believe this may be pre-printed as well. Well, we'll find out. So that's what's on track for today. You're very lucky. It looks beautiful. Yeah, I tell people, even though it's been super hot, I drive around and it is so beautiful here. We've had clear skies. So in the summer, I've lived in Seattle now almost 3 years. It'll be 3 years in November. And in fact, I can tell you the exact date. I moved up here November 15th. It was 3 weeks after I got evacuated from the second fire in 2019. So if you can imagine, I had been evacuated in 2017, and then that was the Santa Rosa fire. Then I was living in Windsor at the time, and then the second fire came around, and I just said, I'm done. I think I have post-traumatic stress from that too. So check this out. We have some cool stickers here. So that waterfall piece actually does have a sticker on it. So I think what I may do, because I'm likely going to repurpose these parts, is that I'm not going to use the stickers for this particular one. You probably remember I built the pop-up party bus on my Twitch stream, and that one I did put the stickers on because I've kept it intact. In fact, it's right here. It is freaking amazing. If you haven't seen this, let me just show people, if you haven't seen the pop-up party bus, this thing is freaking amazing. And I don't know why the stickers aren't aligned up. I think I have to adjust it. But anyway, so I put these stickers on, left it intact because it is just an amazing, amazing piece of work. So there we go. Stickers look nice there. But that piece screams teapot. Yes, it does. It definitely does. So this is one of those pieces I wanted to leave intact, and I plan to use as a maybe even a decorative piece. So that one I left intact. This one I'm likely going to repurpose a lot of these because look at the colors. You got a lot of this dark teal here. Maybe the dragon I'll keep intact, but it's got gold, it's got dark teal, it's got the white, and of course it's got the character Raya in there. So for $17.99, this was an amazing deal. So what I'm going to do moving forward, so today is the first debut day of found on sale. So I'll try to time them so that you can take advantage of the sale as well. This I bought back in June as a birthday gift to myself. So I figured, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and build it now because I couldn't find that other set. Super cool color scheme, exactly. Now here's that Raya Sisu headpiece. So it's a single molded piece, and it's got the lavender hair, which I absolutely love. You had us at on sale. Okay. Well, that's why I don't want this to be a bait and switch saying this was on sale and you can get it now. I did get this in June. So you might have to wait. Target is one of my favorite places. So what I may do, I'm thinking about revamping a couple things on the Brickanista Broadcast Network. So if I find a good deal, what I may do is I may post something on Instagram or put it on the Discord server. I've got to think through it a little bit more. But yeah, so this is only 2 bags. So this should go pretty quickly. But just wanted to say this is a new segment. Ooh, what's this? What's this? Oh, look at this. Oh, it's gold. It's like the same kind of thing that they use for wings on some of the elves dragons, but it's all gold. OMG. Wow. Wow. Okay. I'm stoked about this. And we have, it looks like we have 2 booklets. So the first build is going to be the dragon, and then the second build is going to be this palace, just the facade. But I think we already answered the question about are these pre-printed? The answer is no, because we've got these stickers here. But like I said, I'm not going to put the stickers on, but I think just building it is going to be a lot of fun, regardless. The pop-up party bus can be can be found fairly cheap on Bricklink. Exactly, exactly. So it might be that pop-up party bus. I'll explain that I found it at a mom and pop shop for about 40 bucks. And then I got it for free at Bricks Cascade as a door prize. So I ended up swapping the pop-up party bus I had, the nice one with the nice box, with Zach Martinez, and he's going to be sending me some video, what is it, the Series 2 figs, because I have none of those. But yeah, I was super stoked when I looked on Bricklink, and I think you can get the pop-up party bus. If you just want the shapes on the pop-up party bus and you don't care about the minifigs, I think you can get it for $30. It's not that expensive, and it's pretty freaking amazing. So, but yeah, thanks for reminding me about that, Glenn. It's very, very true. Okay, so anyway, you don't need to see this, but you can see that I'm going to be using these instructions. And lately I've been using this mat, this placemat, this round placemat for my knolling, and it seems to be working well because I like the fact you could kind of rotate it around and give different angles, but I am doing a little bit of knolling, but I am so stoked about this. I may use these if they're for the dragon. I think they are for the dragon. But yeah, pretty cool. I mean, look at these gold pillars. Yeah. Now these pieces, I've seen them in brown and I've seen them in, I think, white. I don't recall seeing them in this azure color. So this is pretty cool. So yeah, you get a lot of these. That's nice. And of course, these azure flowers, you see those, that's pretty common. You see a lot of those. So yeah, another reason to knoll is you get to take a look at, you know, what's in the bag and really appreciate that. So we got this, I just tore apart the Haunted Mansion. So these rounded 2x4 plates or tiles are really nice too. Those large macaroni comes in a good number of colors. Oh, really? Okay, good to know. Thank you, Glenn. Appreciate that. Yeah, Glenn is kind of my fact checker. In fact, can you check on the retail price of this set? I want to say $29.99 maybe, or $34.99, somewhere in there. So getting it for $17.99 was a good deal. But now these pieces, this little slope, a curved slope with a step up, I have a ton of these in tan. They were on the pick-a-brick wall. So I have not used them yet, but I'm super excited about it. But the fact that they come in this color, this azure color, is also super nice. But yeah, I'm like I said, when I looked at this set and it was $17.99, it was like, oh, gotta get it, must have set. Now this looks like a jawbone piece for the dragon, I think, maybe, yeah. But yeah, so some really interesting pieces. This is a 2x4 pyramid slope. Retail for $29.99. Okay, I was right. Yeah, so like I said, the getting this for $17.99, especially you get Raya, so having the mini doll, and you get Sisu the dragon. I mean, that pre-molded piece, just gorgeous. And the other thing, I was having this conversation with the Women's Brick Initiative. The mini dolls have a really good variety of skin tones, so this is a really nice one if you wanted to change out her head, you know, with some other body shapes. You know, you might be able to get some more ethnic diversity in your builds. Ooh, 2 gold, and I call these toilet bowls because I use the white ones for toilet bowls when I make those portable toilets. Ooh, this is interesting. I thought it was clear. It's actually frosted. So this is that waterfall. I haven't seen it in this frosted color. I think I like the trans clear better. It's kind of pearlescent, which maybe makes it fancier, but it's still interesting. And since you know I like waterfalls, based on the backdrop I had earlier, maybe it's a sign, having waterfalls. And we get, here's some other interesting pieces. We have those little eggshells. And this is not my favorite color, but we have quite a bit of this butter yellow. Somebody had asked me when I was interviewed, what's your least favorite color? This is my least favorite color, mostly because I do a lot of pirate ships. And you can't really, you know, well, with the exception of Pirates of Barracuda Bay, which use the regular yellow, I just don't really use this color very much. So just FYI. I also got a bunch of tan ingots. My buddy down in California, he loaded up a pick-a-brick for me because they had them on the pick-a-brick wall. Yeah, so like I said, knolling is really great because you get to see some of these cool pieces. There's a 2x2 inverse boat stud. Nice. That's in just that blue. And then we have a couple of gems. So I'm not sure what the gems are for. So do you like violent yellow? Oh, no, no. The whole yellow scheme, quite honestly, is not my favorite. I don't do a lot of that. I mean, I think, I'm trying to think the most I've used that. The most I've used it for is Batman builds. I did a Batman mini mosaic where we did the bat symbol in the middle. That's about it. I don't use a lot of that color. But you know, maybe this can change my mind. That's another thing is you do these sets to learn more and see what's available, right? But no, that violent yellow does hurt my eyes. In fact, I have some of it here. So we did this recycling truck, and there's that violent yellow, and you can compare that to this, you know, butter yellow, and you can tell it's quite a bit starker. So yeah, no. Not a fan. Not a fan. Sorry. No, no, don't take it personally, Butter Yellow. Just, and I remember when I said that on the air, I had a lot of people in the chat saying, "Why don't you like that yellow? I love that yellow. It's such a beautiful color." And I'm like, I like the color yellow. It's not that I don't like the color yellow. I just don't like that yellow in Lego. It's not something that I would do. Okay, I should finish knolling. I tend to rush into things when I see I could build. So let's not do that. This is interesting. There's a shield piece that's in that same frosted blue as the waterfall. So that's interesting. Yeah, no, I think when you talk to builders, they have their favorite colors, for whatever reason. Mine tend to be, I love the purple range. So purple, lavender. So, seeing this lavender hair is awesome. I tend to do a lot of things in brown because I do a lot of pirate ships. Um, and then medium blue is definitely my favorite color. Not azure like you have here, but medium blue. It's found in a couple sets, like the VW bus. The original VW bus has quite a bit of it on the interior, in the cabin, and then also some of the Harry Potter sets have it, especially the Durmstrang ship that has it there. Let's see. Hold on, look at that. Oh, look at this. Okay, I gotta zoom in for this. You gotta check this out. Right, come on, come on, camera. Look at this. This is a pre-printed dragon tile. That is cool because it's a dragon tile and it looks like a river. It's almost like they combined a map and a dragon at the same time. That is super cool. Come on, black and white are your favorite colors. That's true. Though technically, on the visual spectrum, they technically aren't an individual color. Isn't white all the colors combined and black is like no colors at all? Something like that. But yes, black and white. I do a lot of panda builds. Yes. In fact, I think, I don't want to jinx it, but there's likely going to be a big panda build when I'm going to BrickCon. But yeah, I do have a fondness for pandas. You know me well. Okay, so here's the Raya character, now that I've got everything knolled out. And like I said, the skin tone is nice to have a character. I was mentioning at the Women's Brick Initiative that, okay, why is her headpiece not sitting properly? What's going on? What is going on here? It's a headpiece. There we go. Okay. I was mentioning that for minifigs, I've been leaning on, for example, the Dr. Wu character and Cho from Harry Potter, but there's not a lot of Asian representation there, but there's a lot more in the Disney series. And Raya has this awesome sword. So there you go. That awesome. And apparently this map, this killer map. This would be almost cool to have a bunch of these, almost like a pattern on the floor or maybe on the walls. I don't know. I'm very, very excited about this tile. I don't get excited too much about certain tiles, but that one I really love. Okay, so we're gonna start building a dragon, which is very exciting. As you know, I do like dragons. I have a whole series of dragons. So this one, as you know, in the Chinese mythology, dragons have a longer body. They're more like a serpent. So that's why you're going to see this one. She's going to have shorter legs, than your traditional dragon and a longer body, like a snake-like body, which is why you see all of these macaroni type of pieces. And this, I don't have any of these 1x2s with the axle hole in this color. So now I'm going to have a ton of them because there's so many. There's so many that come with this. And because there's mixel joints in here, there's going to also be some articulation with this. That's going to be nice too. Okay, so this sub build, I'm going to set that aside. And macaroni pieces, pinned axle. So, oh, Lena's here. Howdy. Me finishes bag 2 of succulents. Oh, awesome. I love the succulents. Oh my gosh, that is one of my favorite builds of the botanical series. Definitely loved it. Absolutely loved it. That's another one that I'm not going to tear apart. I love the orchids so much, and I love the botanicals in general. I don't think I have taken apart any of them, now that I think about it. Okay, so here's that previous sub build. So we're going to put that there. And you can see this moves, so this is likely the tail. Got that going. So Lena, if you're wondering, this is a new segment we're doing, which is called Found on Sale. So in other words, I'm still keeping the $20 price point, but I am changing it because with Lego's prices going up, I'm still going to focus on sets that are $20 or less, but if I find something that is on sale, that means some of these higher priced sets will qualify. So this one is a $29.99 set normally. I found this at Target for, oops, hold up. I need to put this, I'm talking and not paying attention to the to the instructions. I needed to have this upright as well. So here we go. Okay, we're back. So anyway, so talking about this one I got for $17.99, and it's normally a $29.99 set. So that was though back in June. So in the future, I'm going to work on making sure that I do this sooner. That if I see a set that's like that, then I will notify you. Like, now at Target, you can get this for $17.99. Found on sale. So that's going to be what we're going to call this for Thrifty Thursdays. Just to change things up a little bit. Alright. So you can see how we've got this little curve happening here. And this looks like it can move as well. So we'll see what these mixel joints are going to be used for. Thrifty Thursday is a classic show you do. Yes. Target has Lego 30% off at the moment. What? Okay, well we'll have some fodder for next week. Yeah, no, I'm like I said, I think that I want to be able to focus on sets that are affordable. So if I raise my price the same as Lego raises their prices, then that kind of prices people out. And I've even done shows, for example, the patches. Those sets are what, $5.99, $6.99? So yeah, I think I'm trying to provide a service so people can realize that you can still have enjoyment for $20 or less. You don't have to do the massive hauls that a lot of people are doing. Not that that's bad, because people get a lot of enjoyment out of that too, but it's, for me, I want to focus on affordability, and that's why I'm doing these. And I've been doing this almost 2 years. I know, it's crazy. You saw it on Instagram. Yeah, somebody else I think had posted something about that. Okay, so this, I want mixel joints. Yeah, so Lena knows this. I haven't mentioned this yet, but I went for a COVID test today. Not because I have COVID. I don't think I do. But I was exposed to somebody who had COVID, unfortunately, last Saturday. So you probably remember I took a COVID test on stream. I showed you the result. The at-home test was negative, but my job, the board of directors, asked me to get tested again 5 days later with an official PCR test. So that's what I did this morning. I was swabbed. My nasal passages were swabbed this morning. Okay, this is really weird. Okay, let me show you. This is gold, right? But wait a minute, what's the other side? Oh, that's why. Look at that. I was saying, this is so weird because the instructions show that it's blue and, and lavender. And there you go. It's like gold on one side and lavender and blue on the other side. So yes, we are going to use these. But so I should have the results by tomorrow. And I've been very careful about not interacting with all, people, and I always wear a mask anyway. And I was at an event where I was outdoors at a garden. It's a public garden here, the Kubota Gardens. And I wore my mask anyway, even though most of the people there did not. And the person who was, you know, tested positive, I don't know how long, but she found out she was positive on Sunday. Okay, that looks really cool. Look at that. That little decorative thing. And the gold actually has a nice accent on the bottom. Okay. Now, apparently, there's a sticker number 2. What? Okay. I think what they meant to say is, I don't think it's actually a sticker. Yeah. So it's weird. You can kind of barely see the number. That's 1, and this is 2. So they were just saying use that instead. Thrifty Thursday could have 3 polybag sets for 1 stream. Oh, good point. That's a great idea. Yeah. I wanted to ask if you're feeling well, but I didn't want to ask on stream. But now that you have it out in the bag, how are you feeling? I feel fine, except for the fact that I'm exhausted because of the heat. And you missed this earlier. It's that Que Sera got affected by the heat as well. So I took her to the vet just in case, and the vet said she's fine. Or the vet tech. There's a 24-hour vet service here, and I had never been there before. Okay, so this is cool. They have this mixel joint to attach this. So they took her vitals, and they didn't charge me anything. They said the vet didn't see her, so no, she's fine. But yeah, she threw up, and it was pretty hot in the apartment. I was gonna say it was 87, and she's got that heavy coat. And then I brought her outside first. It went down to 83 outside, and then I drove her around the neighborhood for a while just because I could run the AC, and that seemed to help a lot. But I felt so bad for her. I also put like a cold towel on her just to kind of cool her down. And then I was reading. They said, if your dog throws up during a heat spell, you might want to get them checked because they could have heat stroke. So I said, I am going to get you checked. Let me see, how are you? Oh no. Oh, shoot. Okay, I will be right back because I forgot to bring the battery over here. Hold on. I will be right back. I got to get the battery, or we're going to end this stream right away. I will be right back. Uh-oh. Hold up. Hold up. I'm glad I have that alert. Okay, I will be right back. I got to grab the power cord. Okay, I'm back. And yes, please keep me posted if you have it or not, because we still need to swap Lego. Yeah, I will. I will know by tomorrow. I will. I'm pretty sure I'm negative, but you know they were calling me negative Naomi when I did the at-home test. So anyway, and yes, I did. I had ordered an air conditioner, and it wasn't supposed to get here till Friday. It showed up yesterday. And then the other thing I ordered were those panels that go onto your sliding door, but those didn't arrive till today. And so it was what I did is I jury rigged something yesterday because the panels that it came with were for a sliding window, so they're shorter. And then I put Reflectix up to cover the rest of the sliding door. It's been working out great. And now, after the stream, when the temperatures go down, my other sliding door unit came in, the panels for that. So I will be doing that. But thank you so much for all your concern. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm negative, but you never know, right? With everything that's going on right now, it's just you just don't know anymore. But I'm definitely staying positive. I am keeping my spirits up, and I was worried about Que Sera yesterday, though, quite honestly, or was that Tuesday? Today's Thursday. It was Tuesday. So Tuesday night, I was really worried about her, and when I took her to the vet, they said, yeah, she looks okay. You can tell, they said, if you look at her gums, if the gums are really red. She was panting a lot when she had thrown up, and then she got much better when I cooled her down. So I think lesson learned. Because last year I didn't have her last year, and I managed through the heat wave last year okay. But that was worse. That was 108 degrees in June. It was crazy. It was an absolute crazy, crazy year for heat in Seattle. This week, the shop that is run out of my house got an AC unit to keep the chocolate from melting. Oh my god. Wow. Yeah, you can't lose that chocolate. It's a lot of inventory. So this is really cool. It's a 1x2 inverse slope, rounded slope. So that is a really cool little element that we're building here. And I think this is part of the shaping of it. Well, no, we got this head here, so I don't know what this is. Maybe the feet? What are we building here? We'll soon find out. We will soon find out. But this is all shaping. You can see this kind of curve that's being formed here. Yeah, so last year I didn't have a dog. I got Que Sera in October. So having her now, I didn't know what to expect. So thankfully though, just like with my other dog, I kind of clue into their mannerisms and things. Okay, these are the feet. So this goes here. Oh, cool. Oh no, Que Sera, stay cool. Yeah. Well, like I said, so my apartment, I have a one bedroom apartment, and I have the air conditioner set up in the living room, and it supposedly cools up to 450 feet. So the other thing I did last night is I set up an air mattress. I have a queen size air mattress that I set up, and I put that up last night. So I slept in the living room to be close to the air conditioner, and she was close by. So yeah, you don't want to mess with heat. It's definitely something that, and you hear horror stories about, dogs being left in cars. I always look for a shady spot when I'm driving around with her, because I don't want to mess with, and I don't go in for like more than 5 minutes. And the shady spot, I make sure that all the windows are all the way down and that she's, comfortable. But man, I tell you, it is scary. It is scary when you start seeing the reports of, and it's not just animals, it's kids. People have been leaving their kids in their car in the heat. It's like, what are you doing? Your baby can't say anything to you, you know? And they wonder, why is my baby, going into shock? It's like, yeah, you left him in 100-degree heat in the car. You can't do that, people. Yeah. So now that I have the air conditioner, I've also been running errands and just leaving her at home. She doesn't like it because she wants to be with me, but it's just safer for her. The ferry hitting the dock yesterday. What? What? I missed that. Well, since you're in Texas, the other one that's really scary is what happened in San Antonio, which is tragic, is that a container full of illegal immigrants, it was like 53 people died in that. That really irks me. That people, and the guy like took off. They found him, they had a helicopter chasing him down, but I was like, that is just a crime of humanity. I feel bad for those people because you put your trust in somebody and then they don't even care about your life. It's just sad, super sad. So what happened with the ferry? I missed that. This is cool, by the way. So you can see this little curved slope that we're doing here. You've had multiple? Wow. I'm sorry about that. I can't even imagine the troopers that found it. I mean, I've been reading the reports about how they were calling in emergency services and they said, we have at least 20 people here. And then, when they finally went through all of them, I think they said one 16-year-old was pretty much had like heat exhaustion, but she was fine. But most of the others that survived, I think 18 people survived, and most of them are in critical condition. It's just super sad. But anyway, let's talk about something else. You haven't told me what happened to the ferry, so I'm gonna look that up later. Okay, so this, all right, you can see we have another mixel joint, and that goes over here. So you can see, remember I mentioned that dragons, Chinese dragons, have longer bodies and shorter feet and legs. So shorter, the ferry crashed into a fort. Oh, wow. Is that in Washington? Or what state is that? I seem to remember something popped up on my read list about a port crash, but I didn't put the 2 and 2 together. I guess it might have been right here in Washington. Maybe? Lately I've been getting a lot of my news through Reddit. So I've now become a Reddit addict. I think because I've been finding different groups within Reddit that I can, plug into. I mean, not just Lego groups, but lately I've been hanging out with a lot of Disney fans. So I've been plugging into Reddit. I've been watching a lot of old Disney movies, and there's one that is amazing. It's the Imagineers. It's something like the history of Imagineering. It's fascinating. P.T. McEwen's here, and so is Hooded One. Hello, folks. Hooded One, I know you don't really like this set, so you may want to bail, but I'm working on this set because we're now doing a new segment for Thrifty Thursday, which is called Found on Sale. So things that I find on sale that are still $20 or less, but would cost more, is now part of Thrifty Thursday. And I will forewarn you that Lego Masters Series 3 is going to be broadcasted on Wednesdays. So I've been talking with Remy, because Remy and I have been doing the Lego Masters New Zealand reviews, and we're going to be doing those on Thursday. So I wanted to get feedback from you all, because one thought I had is that our reviews only take about an hour and a half. And we usually broadcast at 6 o'clock Pacific. So technically, I could just still do Thrifty Thursday later at the same time at 9 o'clock on Thursday. So, in other words, I'll be broadcasting twice on Thursday instead of once on Wednesday and once on Thursday. The other thought I had is instead of broadcasting, I could have like a private Zoom chat and we can just build and chat that way. But I'm kind of leaning towards the former because people seem to like this segment as far as the Thrifty Thursday segment. I-5 North is closed for a few hours because of the truck. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to have to read up about it. We had a short discussion about tragedies, and yeah, we're changing the subject because it's awful. It's just awful, some of the things that have been happening lately. So these that I'm making look like little foot pads. So these are for the feet that go onto the legs of this dragon. That's actually a pretty cool technique. I might have to use that sometime. And I call this dot a bread loaf piece. So it looks like a bread loaf to me. Yeah. So we were talking also about how if you tuned in Sunday, I did a COVID test live and it was negative. I didn't have you watch me swab my nose because that would have been totally disgusting. So no, we just saw the results 15 minutes later. Where'd you find this set on sale? I found it on Target, but it was back in June. So next time, I mentioned I was going to do a different set today, a friend set, but I had this kind of on standby, and I couldn't find that. But this one I got for $17.99. It's normally $29.99, and it was back in June. And apparently somebody said Target has a sale right now, 30% off. So there may be some other sets. So what I'm going to do in the future is if I find a set that's on sale, I will announce it early and then build it on a Thursday so that people can take advantage of the sale too. So yeah. But this is normally a $30 set I was able to get from Target for $17.99. So pretty good deal. Here's that jaw piece I was mentioning earlier. So this goes here. Not hating it that much. Oh, well, you said when I mentioned this set, you said you weren't interested. I think you didn't like the styling of the dragon or something. Am I putting this on right? I think so. Let me see. Yeah. Why is this not snapping? Need clutch. There we go. All right. So, hello. Hello there. I am now can talk. No one was hurt and the driver's safe. Oh, okay. Good. Thank you. See, I get my current events from this chat as well. Okay, so we have this pin, and that goes right there. Look at that. I love this. This came from it's like the wings. And when I first pulled this out, I had it and I said, oh my God, it's gold. This is awesome. And then when I'm reading the manual, it had this blue in it. And then I flipped it over. I said, oh, okay. Wow. Different truck than the one you were talking about. Oh, okay. Well, let's move on to something else. Oh, okay. So now, remember when I said I'm not sure what these are going to be used for? Well, that's for this piece. So this decorative piece. So yeah. So this was a really good deal. I got it. In fact, the person who alerted me to it was Joel. Have Studs Will Travel, and I decided to pick it up. And the one thing I love about Target is that you can pay for it online and then go pick it up, so you don't have to like go search the store. They'll search for you and bring it out to your car. Yeah. So, but this is really, really nice. These little details. Look at that. That is amazing. The good news is it's almost August 1st. Yeah, there's a lot of new sets coming out August 1st. Here, let me zoom out just a little bit. You can see This is a pretty long dragon. And then this tail, you know, has some articulation there. It would have been nice if this was double-sided, so it was the same on both sides, but oh well. And then we also have the feet that are ankle movement, and then kind of shoulder movement here. New Lego sets. Yeah. Well, this is Thrifty Thursday, so I don't know. Is there any August 1st set that I'm dying to have? I don't think so. I will say that they really did need this piece to really show the shaping, because otherwise it would have looked just like this regular snake. They really needed that. It really adds to the dragon. Spaceship! Yeah, I don't know. Let me think. What else is coming out August 1st? Oh, there is one thing I need on August 1st. We were talking earlier about Thrifty Thursday. So there is those stunt bicycles, and the one with the rubber ducky bathtub is coming out August 1st. So that one I will definitely be picking up. Okay, so we have that, and it looks like we're going to be building this little waterfall too. But I will say that, oh, look at, I didn't notice this until I held it up to the light, but this cone, or what do you call this? A comb, I guess, if it's anything, or a horn. It's actually trans. You can kind of see it. It's frosted trans blue. It's very cool. Yeah, so I do have a couple of the stunts bikes that I was also considering for this stream, but then I said, you know, let's go ahead and launch for sale. Found for sale. It's a horn. Okay, yeah, a horn. All right, so I don't think anybody's answered my question in the chat about if I decide to, with Remy, we're going to do the Lego Masters reviews at our 6 o'clock time. And then I think if I keep the 9 o'clock schedule, it'll just mean 2 back-to-back streams for me, but it's no different than doing a 3-hour stream on Twitch, right? So I think that's what I'm leaning towards, but I don't know, you tell me. Is it, you're the regulars. I think you like this time, right? Or should I take a hiatus for about, I don't know, a month and a half? Because maybe 2 months. I think it'll be, what, 8 episodes? Maybe 10 episodes? Palpatine said, do it. I am fine as long as you don't mess with my Thrifty Thursday. Okay. The chat has spoken. Yeah, okay. I think that's what I'll do then. I'll keep Thrifty Thursday the same. It'll still be $20 or less, but I will also include found on sale. And if I find something on sale, instead of waiting a couple months, like in this case, I will alert people to it. Maybe I'll do also a video, like I've been doing for the Lego Masters. I'll just say, hey, if you didn't know, Thrifty Thursday, you can get this set for $19.99 at Target. So I'll be building it this Thursday. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. That way you can take advantage of the actual discount. Because right now, I got this back in June, and I don't think it's discounted right now. Unless somebody wants to check. Somebody said that there's a 30% discount going on right now. I don't know if this set is on that list. So, yeah. Glenn's my fact checker, so he's probably on that. PT has spoken. Keep Thrifty Thursday going. Okay. And I think with the price increases, I'm just going to say, well, I'm going to have to pivot a little bit. So I will still look for sets that are $20 or less. But if I find a sale like this, then this will qualify as well. Because I got this one, like I said, for $17.99. And that was awesome. It's a good deal for 216 pieces. And like I said, this styling with this foil type of wing is really cool. I'm fine if Twitch streams are down because I used my points. Okay, that's true. You did use your points. I'm probably one of the few streamers that doesn't have a lot of the bells and whistles on Twitch. I don't know. I just feel that it's disruptive for me as a builder. You know, if everybody's exercising all the noises and things, it's very distracting. Okay, so here's that waterfall. And I mentioned early in the stream, for those of you who just joined, this does come with some stickers. And I've decided not to use this waterfall sticker, but that would normally go on this way, on this piece. So we're not doing it. Maybe just one more week of overnight shifts. Yay! Oh, Vicarious Brickstress, hello! Speaking of waterfalls, so thank you again for sending me that waterfall set. This is another waterfall that I may keep just set up just the waterfall, but I didn't want to use the sticker because this is a frosted trans blue, kind of rounded fall, which is very cool. Yeah. Yeah, so going back to Thrifty Thursdays, we might do multiple poly bags as an option, things that are for sale, like this one, as an option. And then the last one would be our regular $20 sets that whatever new sets they come out with. Usually they'll be creator sets, which is what I've noticed. Okay, so this goes here. And I think, yeah. So the way they design this, you see that there's a path. So I think they're designing it so that you can rotate this up as a play feature and walk underneath the waterfall. That's dope. That panel is the best piece in the set. Yes. Yes, this panel, and that's why I don't want to mess with it with the sticker. I mean, I know you have a bunch of these in trans orange when you made that sculpture. So yeah, this trans blue, pearlescent trans blue is pretty amazing. By the way, Brickstress, I did my Brick Scouts bracelets this month, thanks to you. Yes, I still have to do that. We still have time. So for those of you who don't know, the Brick Scouts this month are working on bracelets to give out to just random strangers. Just here, have a bracelet. All right, this is interesting because this is that frosted trans. This is another nice piece you might like. Hooded one. It's a trans blue frosted shield, and they put this on top as well for the waterfall. So 2 days, Naomi. The clock is ticking. No, I've got 3 days. There's 31 days in the month of July. Plus, we shouldn't make this pressure. Remember, we talked about the Brick Scouts is that you can pick up a challenge at any time. Unlike other challenges that you have to do during a certain month. So if somebody wants to do the Rainbow Box Challenge and they didn't do it in the month of, what, May or June, they can do that anytime. It's like earning a badge, right? I'm going to pull another June up to the last minute. You might be right. You may be right there. You got to admit, though, I got it done. I got it done, and I hid that box in a high tourist area, and I took a photo that it was, I think it was 11:40. It was like right before midnight. I'm just kidding if others can't tell, yes. Brickanista on the move at midnight Sunday. It would be weird if I did, a segment like that. Like, and here's Brickanista over at the, okay, why is this not working? No, that's right. Okay. So I was just worried about the math, but it does line up. So remember I was mentioning about this piece? I have a bunch of these in tan from the Pick-a-Brick wall, but this azure color is really nice. So you've got that downward slope and you've got this little notch. So they're using that over here. So there you go. Yeah, no, I think what's been really cool is when we did the box challenge, it was just fun looking for a hiding place. And especially in Seattle, and I know Vicarious Fixtures has this problem too, things get wet. And trying to find a dry place to hide things was also kind of a challenge. That's why one of my hiding places was under a bridge where the Fremont Troll is. So remember those gold pillars I was mentioning? So these are here. And you still have this play function to be able to walk under them. Give your mom one when she visits you now. Yeah, well then that might not be until September or October. In fact, I may actually be going out to visit them in October because one of my friends from New Zealand is going to be in Arizona in October. And I told her that, you know, if she's coming all the way from New Zealand, we need to meet at least for dinner. She's staying with a friend, and yeah, we're still trying to work that out. Okay, this is really beautiful what they're doing here. They're using these, I call them like the angled tree limb kind of pieces because I have these in brown, so that's why I call them like a tree trunk or a tree limb piece. But these are being used to make an arch here. Is your brother feeling better? I haven't talked to my brother in a while. I did send my niece a happy birthday note the other day. My parents say he's doing well, but I guess I should call him. I should go, how you doing, bro? How was your second round with COVID? Like I said, he doesn't protect himself. He doesn't wear a mask. He just walks around like nothing's gonna happen to me. I just got COVID twice. Had to go to the hospital for 4 days. I don't think he had to go to the hospital the second time because I think the second one is Omicron. So if you saw what I did there, this is that angled corner piece. You see these a lot in the modular sets when they're working on curved walls and such. Really nice parts usage. And yay, this butter yellow. It's being used as an accent piece, so it's not too bad. But this is what's going to keep the arch together. So you can see that nice little curved arch. That's beautiful. He needs masks for Christmas. He wouldn't wear them. Even if I sent him masks, he wouldn't wear them. The only time I saw him wear a mask is when I took him to the hospital and I said, you are sitting in the back because we knew he had COVID. He just thought he could fight it on his own. And I told him, I said, would you please let me take you to the hospital? And then he wore a mask and he sat in the back and I dropped him off instead of socks and masks. Yeah, no, he has no problem covering his feet. He has a problem covering his face. So, but I still love him. You know, you can't pick your family. He's still a good guy underneath it all, but that's definitely an area we definitely disagree. And when I came back, when I was there for 10 weeks and I came back to Washington, I mentioned this on the stream. I said I was so glad to be back where people didn't try to shame you for, you know, wanting to wear a mask up here. You know, I would be down in Arizona and, you know, I was one of the few people wearing a mask. Yeah. So, oops, I put this on wrong. Sorry. Okay, so they want me to take this flower piece, and then normally I use this as a toilet bowl, you know, like this, but they want me to turn it upside down on here. Oh, that's a great use. Good night, Lena. Have a good evening. Thanks for stopping by. And yes, I will let you know how my COVID test comes back. So, for those of you who just joined, I was exposed to somebody again, this time at this garden. And I was told by my new company, the nonprofit, to get another test done. So I went this morning around 11. Yeah, this is dope. Exactly. So here, we'll do this. We have two of these to do. So you take this, and then you take a toilet bowl piece, gold, and put it upside down. And then you take the 2x2 round, and that goes on the bottom here. I had it the other way because of this, but now I know the correct way. And then you put a gem on top. So there you go. So anyway, going back to the COVID thing, I went back to my history. You probably remember I had to take a test back in June, at the end of June. It's now the end of July, and I was exposed to somebody else who has COVID. So I was negative on Sunday. So I was exposed on Saturday. I wore a mask. I was one of the few people. We were outdoors, and I still wore a mask. And she and I were talking a lot together. And then we got the alert that, this person came down with COVID. We'll notify you if you ended up, talking to this person a lot. So, and then my nonprofit said, well, it's good you were negative Sunday, but you should take a PCR test 5 days after exposure. Not a Garden of Eden then. No, no. This is actually a nice garden, though. It's called the Kubota Gardens, named after a Japanese gardener who started it, and then it was bought by the city of Seattle. It was my first time there. Absolutely gorgeous. I would definitely go back again. Now, here are those. Some people call them lotus flowers. I call them a broken eggshell. So anyway, these little gem pieces are going to go in there too. So we have that. Yeah. So anyway, so yeah, I guess, I've been lucky I haven't had COVID. All these people around me are getting COVID, but not me. That's because I'm hyper vigilant. And even when workmen come into the apartment, they asked, do you want me to wear a mask? I said, no, you don't have to wear a mask, but I will be wearing a mask. I said, I'll be wearing a mask and I'll be staying 6 feet away from you. So do what you have to do. I will be standing over here. Looks like big old blue eyes from the top view. Oh yeah, yeah, that is kind of funny top view. And those could look like teeth, right? It's like a little monster. But that is a really cool, here, let me zoom out just a hair. That is a nice little play feature too. That you can lift this up and the character can walk underneath. Here's the character with her little map. For those of you who missed it, this is a printed tile, which is awesome because it is a dragon, but it's a bunch of rivers. So it's a map. Oops, where am I going? It's a map of rivers, but it looks like the dragon. How clever is that? Me finishes succulents. Okay. Maybe I have natural immunity. Maybe. I think I may have mentioned people that I've been breaking out into hives recently. I think it's because of the heat, but it could be that my immune system is on hyperdrive. So thankfully it's nothing serious, but it's more annoying more than anything else. But yeah, it's I don't know, maybe it just, if you've ever read the I think I mentioned this before. There's a Stephen King book, The Stand, where it talks about this virus or this disease that wipes out like 90% of the population, and there's 10% that are left to survive on their own. So I may be one of those 10%. Maybe. I don't know. Well, my parents haven't gotten it either, just my brother. So who knows? But my brother wasn't vaccinated either. Is that printed map? Look, yeah, that's a printed map. So it's a tile. So this came in the set, and I was mentioning that would look really cool, like on a wall, if you had it like a border on a wall, or you could even use it as a floor, like a cool little mosaic floor that maybe you intersperse this with maybe some gold tiles, or I don't know. It could be really, really cool. But I just thought it was very clever that the map is a map of rivers, and the river is shaped like the dragon. So it's just very, very cool. Let me see if I can put it like that. You can see it side by side. It's very, very clever. Captain Trips is no joke. Who is Captain Trips? What am I missing? Did I miss something in the chat? You're stumped deciding what to build next. Okay, so this was all bag one. You got Raya, and then you've got this hidden waterfall. Now, I don't remember. Oh, that's right, the hidden waterfall. Okay, no spoilers, but there is a waterfall scene, and we'll just say there's a waterfall scene. So she can walk underneath here, the pointed hat. She's got to kind of duck a little bit. Let me see if I can angle it this way. So she can walk under the waterfall. Yeah, this is actually very, very cool. Okay, and all right, I think I missed a step because there are 2 of these dots left over. So let me see where I missed that. It's got to be close by. I remember seeing a step with those. Where was that? Because I haven't put any down. There's only 2. It's a minor thing, but why am I not seeing it? Maybe it's on the dragon. It might be on the foot of the dragon. Where are the dots? Where did the dots go? I'm like going way back. Ah, here it is. Okay. It is... Alright, so you see how we have this little dot here, so one of these goes here. That's what's missing. Okay, and it doesn't look like there was one in the back. You can see the back leg doesn't have an attachment point, so we're good. So having one left over works. So once again, count your leftover pieces because sometimes you may have missed a step. There we go. Okay, we're going to go on to bag number 2. The plague is named Captain Trips. Oh, Captain Trips is the plague in the stand. Okay. I haven't read that book in decades. I just remember distinctly that there was just a small band of people who survived this plague or virus, and they had to band together, and factions formed, and yeah, all that fun stuff that, you know, Stephen King likes to talk about. So this is what we're going to be building next. We're going to be building this little gateway area, and that's bag number 2. Yeah, you know, without the sticker, I still think it looks nice. Ooh, look at that. That's a single piece. I have this in white from a friend's set, so seeing that in a dark teal is so nice. Wow. And we have a gold head, but no minifig, just a gold head. Probably for a lantern or something. Ooh, okay. I don't like butter yellow, but we have some butter yellow plate hinges. Nice. Ooh, a piece of coral. Look at that. Yeah, sometimes, you know, knolling, even though it takes some time to do, it's kind of fun seeing the pieces. Oh, we got another gold toilet bowl. Yeah. Okay, so remember what I mentioned earlier about these. These are the stickers that go on this. And I'm not going to use the stickers because I could use these for another build. Coral, coral. That's right. Yeah, because coral also comes in other colors, but that's a coral, piece of coral. So, yep, coral, coral. Yeah, but anyway, going back to, you know, stickers. You know, stickers, sometimes I use them, sometimes I don't. The pop-up party bus, I put all the stickers on because I knew I was going to keep the pop-up party bus. This one, I'm probably going to keep the dragon, but I anticipate, I don't know, I'll take a look at it, but this one, I may keep the waterfall intact because I can have a collection of waterfalls with the other one that Vicarious Tricksters sent to me. But who knows? But right now, this particular build that we're doing right now is a high contender for being repurposed. Just say it right now. Ooh, we've got, too bad Debo's not here. We've got lavender lily pads. We've got 3 of them. It's nice. We've got a lot of gold here. We've got a gold goblet, gold candlestick. Let's see if I zoom in a little bit. So we got a lot of really cool little gold pieces in here. There's that gold head that I was talking about earlier. And looks like I'm just going to put all the gold pieces together. So nice assortment. Some flowers. And then, of course, the gold toilet bowl. You gotta have that. I think, yeah, we just about have all of the gold there. Alright, so I'm gonna set these over here. So this is my little gold corner over here. So right there. Yeah, so like I was saying that stickers can be your friend sometimes, but this is, you know, this is your model. You bought it for the enjoyment of building it, and if you don't want to put the stickers on, don't feel like you have to. And sometimes you're going to find some really cool pieces like this tile. I think so far this piece, and I agree with Hooded One, this frosted curve for the waterfall, and 2 of my favorite pieces right now. And then this teal or dark teal opening, you know, it makes you think about if I were to have 20 of these, what would I build with that? You know, it just sometimes it just takes that element to make things amazing. We have some pearlescent, you probably remember these from the Dots bracelets. These are those pearlescent dots. They've got kind of a, let's see if I can turn it sideways. They got kind of a faceted pattern and they're iridescent too. So those are nice as well. This is a nice piece. We've got this rounded, it's actually not just a disc, but it's got some curvature to it too. Yeah. So thank you, by the way, for your feedback, because I was asking earlier about future Thrifty Thursdays, because with Lego Masters coming down the horizon, Remy and I were talking about they've moved the show from Tuesdays to Wednesdays. So that means we're going to do our review show on Thursday. But everybody said, don't mess with Thrifty Thursday. It's like, we won't be messing with Thrifty Thursday. I'm just going to do 2 broadcasts on Thursday. One will be for the Lego Masters review, and Thrifty Thursdays will still continue. Oh, Max is here! Hey, Max! So don't worry, Thrifty Thursday will continue, but I'm adding a couple different modifications because with Lego deciding that it's going to raise prices. All these familiar faces. Yeah, so this set is normally $29.99, but I was able to get it from Target back in June for $17.99. So these kinds of sets will qualify. And then what I'll do is when I see a set that I'm going to buy, I will notify people ahead of time. So then that way, if you want to get the set, because people were saying, how can I get this set? And it's like, well, I don't know, did anybody check for me about Target? Somebody said there's a 30% off on Target, so I don't know if this set is in that mix, but that might qualify, because $29.99, that's it'll be just over $20 because $29.99 minus 9. Yeah, sorry, it wouldn't qualify if it's only 30% discount. Yeah, so as you can see, I got a really good deal. So I checked my receipts. I did get it for that price. These what do you call them, keyhole or padlock kinds of pieces. Get those in Azure too. Those are nice. Yeah, so I can do a combination of things. Some of them could be a combination of poly bags. So what I'm doing right now is they've told me to put this gold flower stud underneath here, like that. So that's going to be the base. Yeah, so anticipate we're going to have 2 broadcasts on Thursdays when LEGO Masters starts. We'll do the review show that Remy and I will be doing, as we've been doing for the LEGO Masters New Zealand, similar to that. And then I'll be doing my Thrifty Thursday later in the day. But this feedback really is important. Thank you so much, because, you know, it's hard to tell. I think it's a good idea to do Thrifty Thursdays, but some people are, you know, may not. So I'm glad this group likes it. You got to go? Okay, have a good day at work. Thanks for stopping by, Hooded One. And I'm glad this set didn't repulse you as much as you originally thought. I remember mentioning this set and you weren't that keen on it. So I'm glad you've changed your mind. Like I said, it's got some cool pieces in here. You have no problem giving your opinion. Yeah, that's good though. I think it's better if people tell you rather than you trying to guess. That always drives me crazy, especially when you ask somebody like, where do you want to go eat? And they say something like, I don't care, whatever you want to do. It's like, no, that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking, what would you like to do? That drives me freaking crazy. It's just like, make a decision. I don't have to agree with it. We don't have to, you know, necessarily agree, but I'd like to know. Yeah. Indecisive people drive me nuts, if that wasn't obvious. maybe it's obvious now. Guessing is a fool's game. Exactly. That's why I asked. Because it was kind of like, I think it's a good idea, but maybe other people don't think it's a good idea. So, Hooded One and I are on the same work schedule. Happy Hawaiian hugs. Okay, take care. Have a good night. Enjoy your time at work. And I think you said this is your last week before you go back to your regular schedule. Okay, so now, as I mentioned earlier, I'm not putting the stickers on here. So these are going to go up here. Yeah, not having to put stickers on also makes building go a lot faster. And like I said, when you're building for the camera, you see I'm hovering over the workspace. So this is a little different than what you'd be doing at home. But if you want to be a streamer too, something you can practice. The set is still on sale. Oh, is it for $17.99? Get it. Do it. Do it. That's awesome. I'm glad. Maybe I'll get another one just to get these pieces. I mean, these columns that I just put in too, these 1x2 by, it looks like 5, those are nice. So thanks for checking on that, PT. Yeah, so these are those angle hinges that I was talking about earlier. So these are going to keep these in place. It's nice. You got a bail? No problem. Early too. Well, you know, I'm I'm lucky because right now, with COVID and everything, we haven't been meeting in person, but I eventually do anticipate there may be some times where I'm going to have to end the stream early because I have an event the next day or something. $17.99 at Target? Yes! That's awesome! Okay, so go get it. Especially just for the dragon. I mean, this dragon is amazing. And then you also get these frosted translucent pieces too, and the gold. The color palette is amazing. And of course, my favorite, this printed tile. Oh, thank you for checking, PT. Yeah, I got it back in June. So they must be running the sale again because I checked not too long ago. I'm going to say a week ago. Yeah, might have to get a second copy. Yeah. For $17.99, 216 pieces. And like I said, the wings on this and the color palette and getting it for $17.99. That's why we have Thrifty Thursdays, right? See, if I had planned this, like I said, I had another set I was going to build originally, but then I couldn't find it. So I said, I had this as a backup. If I had been planning this properly, then I could have announced it, did a pre-announcement saying, hey, it's Thrifty Thursday, and guess what? This set is on sale for $17.99, and I'm going to be building it Thursday on my Thrifty Thursday stream. So that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to start doing a better job. I'm getting better at editing videos now that I've been doing them for What, When, Why Wednesdays. Yeah. So thank you for checking on that, PT. So yeah. I should have checked, but literally I made this decision, let's see, 20 minutes before the stream went live. That's because I couldn't find the other set. I was like, what? What? And then I had to, actually it was maybe 40 minutes because I had to build the title card and get that all put into the stream. Yeah. There's work that you have to do as a streamer. So what I'm doing right now is these 1x2 curved slopes that go right there. Yeah. Lego Superheroes, Marvel in Ashram Shadow. Normally, $29.99, normally $59.99. Wow. Well, to stay in the spirit of Thrifty Thursday, I will need to keep it to $20 or less. So if you see something else that's $20 or less, let me know, because then I could pick it up in preparation for next week's episode. So here's the opening. This opening, and I can't remember the name of it. I think, is it Byzantine? Maybe? That curve? I'm not an architect. This is where I would ask Debo, because Debo studies a lot about architecture. But it's just really interesting the way that they put this together. Marvel Deviant Ambush. Ooh, $14.99. Okay. Okay, that might be a good one for next week. So that what we can do is we can say, okay, if you want to build along, this is the set that we're going to be doing, and you can get it for $14.99. That's a great way to do it. Yeah, Target's one of my favorite places to shop. Getting sales like that. So there you go. And the other nice thing is that it widens the field as far as the choices that I have now by doing it this way. Because otherwise, if I still stick with just sets that are $20 or less, then, the options are going to get lower once they raise prices. And they've already, forewarned everybody. We're raising prices. That's what we're doing. And it's Lego. They can do it. But thank you. Superheroes Marvel Deviant Ambush. So that sounds like a deviance. Trying to think which part of the Marvel universe is that. I remember we had this discussion about Thanos, I think. Is Thanos the son of a deviant and a perfect perfect human or something? I remember we were talking about that when we paired Ursula as the mother and Santa as the father for Thanos. When we were doing a thrift, um, we were doing mock improv for that. Well, that's good. I'm glad that people like Thrifty Thursdays. I'm going to keep doing that, and I'll just stream twice. I'll do the first episode with Remy, and then the second one will be Thrifty Thursday, like normal. Okay, now this is something I've started doing more and more with castle builds. This is a 1 by 1 2/3 with double studs, and in the castle builds, I don't think I have it handy. No, it's in the other room. But I was using this for that framework for the Panda Palace. So this goes here, and you can see what it's doing. It's making that little slight angle. So we have 2 of these. I'll do this the other way. You doing okay, girl? I told you my dog overheated on Tuesday and she threw up, so I had to drive her around to cool her down with the air conditioning. But she's panting right now, but I've got air conditioning, so hopefully she's in the path of the air conditioner. But I'm going to keep an eye on her in case something else comes up. You okay, girl? You alright? Do you need some water? I think she's okay, because I think she can feel the air conditioner. But trust me, it's been hot here. It's been super hot. So, alright, so this is going to go here. I love when they pair an arched window with this lattice. It just looks amazing. I love it. Okay, so we are going to add some of these spires. So these gold spires that we were talking about earlier. And this piece I was talking about earlier, this is going to go on top. Okay, why is this not clutching? I need you to clutch. It's like, you off? Ah! I always have a hard time with round pieces. It looks like it wants to clutch, but it's like, maybe I'm off a little bit. Maybe I need to move it up a little. Am I missing something? I don't think so. Ah, there we go. Okay. Alright, we got it. So here's what it's looking like right now. It's beautiful. Sweet! And it's unusual to see an intellectual property product, like a Disney product, discounted like this. But I've noticed that they've been doing that more and more, especially as something nears the end of its term. So like Raya has been out for a while. So because of that, I think they're discounting things without a problem. So there's that gold head piece that I was mentioning earlier. And then you put a spire on top. And look at that. That looks amazing. We should be getting close to the end, because you can see that. Zoom out a little bit. This is what we have left of the pieces. Don't have a whole lot left over. Okay, I want us to turn this around. Oh, interesting. Okay, so what they're doing is they are putting those dot pieces that I mentioned earlier. Those are like, I guess, gems that are going to be in here. And they do have a sticker, but I'm still not going to put the sticker on. This sticker is like a floral pattern, so I'm going to leave that off. But this is the cool part. This is like slides into there, like that. So it's like a hidden little box of the gems that are there, and you can see it. It kind of can. It's recessed right now, but you can see it pops right out. So no clutch. It just sits in there. And oops, why is this not? I think I've got to put these in a certain way, so then the door will close. No! Am I only supposed to put one in there? Oh, that's why. They're too tall. Alright, let's do this. There we go. Only one can fit in there. The other one's a spare. Okay. Oh, good thing I checked. Good thing I checked on that. Okay, there we go. Yeah, those little Easter eggs are fun when you see them. Oh, okay. So now this is what they've done. Is they've made a play function. So they put one of these, and this goes onto the one clip, and then this holds it in place. So then when you decide that you want to discover it, it's there. And why is it not coming out? It was coming out earlier. No! All right. Okay, here we go. Let's do this again. Let's take two. All right. It should just slide in and then slide out. All right. So we got that in place. That goes there, and then they work with me. There we go. Pops right. So I guess it just must have caught on something. There we go. Okay. So we have that little hidden Easter egg in place. And okay, we're going to add, so those little padlock pieces, I'm going to cover those up. And I think maybe a candle is going to go here. Maybe one is a candle and one is a goblet, maybe. Okay, I was partially right. So we have a goblet and a tray, circular tray that goes down here. So you can see that right there. And I was right, the candle does go on this side. And this one has an inkwell piece. This little white inkwell goes upside down. So that's our little candle. That's right here. So nice little feature right there. Alright, and then we have the last thing, which is, it looks like in the front. Alright, we've got, remember these lavender lily pads. The last time I saw these lavender lily pads was in another Disney set. That was the Encanto sets, the ones with the books, the storybooks. Isabella, I think, had those. Okay, and then it looks like they want to do this. They want, let's see, how do they want this? 3 spokes, okay. Alright, so it looks like one of these goes up here. So they're using this vertical space. And the other one goes onto the prong. Okay, interesting. Like that. So that's what they've asked us to do for a coral piece. And that is going to go on the outside. Like that. Okay. I guess it's kind of a stylized tree. I still think of that as a coral piece, but I can see maybe from a distance it looks like a tree. And I think that is it. I think that's it for our build today. And we'll count our extra pieces again. And you can see nothing is duplicated. So these are all of our extras. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from bag 1. So 12 extra pieces. Nice. All right, so just as a recap, let's start with what we built first. So we built the Raya's dragon. And I'm glad, thank you PT, for saying that this is still on sale for $17.99. Just the dragon alone, I mean, it's got the articulated head, it's got the, you know, mixel joints for the legs, and these little ankles for the feet, and the tail, of course. You got the tail and this kind of foil film that they have. Really nice. I love it. And I do have a collection of dragons, so this is another dragon that I can add. I think I may keep the waterfall in place. This was the second thing we built. And then it has a play feature, so you can have the character kind of going underneath there. And then, of course, Raya, and my favorite tile piece, very clever, with the waterway. Printed tile that she can carry around and look at her map. And the last thing we built was this little temple, it looks like. And the temple, this is probably going to be repurposed. I can just see I can use some of these pieces for other things. And I don't really like that they only have a facade. I mean, they do the best they can with the facade, but... And this little play feature is cool with that little hidden box, which sometimes gets stuck. It looks like it's coming out. Come on. There we go. So you get that little play feature there too. So that was cool. But I would say for the price, normally this is $29.99 and you can get it at Target now. Thank you, PT, for $17.99, which is what I paid for it back in June. So, you know, a lot of these sets go on sale in cycles. And like I said before, if a Disney movie has been out for a while and they're trying to move the product, you'll often see Target put them on sale. And this is a perfect example of that. Raya's been out for a while. So I'm guessing that what they're doing is maybe they kept it around for a little bit, but with new movies on the horizon, that's a good way to get Disney sets. Is get them at Target after they've been on for a while. So yeah, I think this is a great deal for less than 20 bucks. Not even $19.99, it was $17.99. So now that I've got the full camera on, you can see I've been sweating. It's like I'm shiny. I'm super shiny because it is hot over here. But yeah, so we built the Raya dragon set and Raya. Ooh, wow, my green screen really makes a number on that. Here we go. Let's try the box again. The box seemed to do okay the first time, so let's try this again. All right. So we have the Raya and Sisu dragon. $17.99 from Target for Thrifty Thursday. Found on sale is what we're going to call it. So this is a subset of Thrifty Thursday. We're going to have found on sale. We may have poly bags. You know, you could do, you know, 2 or 3 poly bags, maybe 4, depending on what you have. And regular $19.99 or less, or $20 or less that you can find on retail. So thank you for sharing with me this new segment. And now that I know it's on sale now, I can actually post about it. And I'll work on a video now that my video skills are getting much better. But thank you, everybody. Thank you, PT, Brick Jedi, Glenn, Max. Hooded One, Vicarious Brickstress, everybody who's been hanging out with me today. I really appreciate all the support, and thank you also for the feedback that you like Thrifty Thursday. So I'll just keep doing this, because as long as Lego doesn't price me out more sets, they need to keep the $20 price point. And I'm going to continue doing these because it seems like people enjoy them. And if you can get this set, especially the color palette, I love the combination of the white, the gold, the dark teal, the azure, and I'm gonna say it, but there's a little bit of that butter yellow in there, even though you don't really need it. There's a little bit of tan and the coral and a little bit of lavender. So you have a lot of different colors. The color palette is amazing. So definitely, if you have an inclination to get this set, go ahead and get it while it's on sale, $17.99 at Target. You heard it here on the Brickanista Broadcast Network. If you like this stream, please like and subscribe. It's great. I just passed 300, so I'm really stoked about that. Let's see if we can get it up. And it'd be great if I can break 1,000 someday. It might take a while, but someday. But I'm not going away. I'll still be around. But thank you again, everybody. Really appreciate it. And we'll see you again soon. I'll be back on Sunday. And I am going to be working on mocks in preparation for BrickCon. Also, because of what's happened with my air conditioner and everything moving around, I'm going to be reconfiguring my workspace a little bit. I'm actually going to be able to do a mirror image and move my workspace to the other wall. So you'll see some of the changes probably, if not Sunday, then the following Wednesday. So you'll see that coming soon. But thank you again, everybody. Really appreciate you all. Take care, and as they say on the Brickanista Broadcast Network, may the clutch be with you. Take care. Bye.